What is going on, comic fam? In today's live stream, we'll be hanging out, talking comic books with Legion of Comics. Before we do that, though, check this out. Hey, man.
So my people are going to send your people a bill for that.
I decided, I was like, if I'm going to have him on, I gotta play this intro because I didn't get to make a promo for it because people don't know, I've been under the weather the last couple of days. So decided, I'm like, I'm just going to play his intro real quick.
I like it. It looked good. Matches your shirt.
Yeah. Hope everyone is doing well. This is Meet the Berkfam episode 2 with Mark from Legion of Comics. We're going to be hanging out for about an hour, getting to know Mark, the person, the comic book collector, and the Berkfam member. Because a lot of people don't know him the way that I and everyone else knows him behind closed doors and DMs and all that. So before we get any further, I do want to remind everyone that today's live stream is brought to you by comic_book_pressing on IG. Protect your comic book investment for as little as $12 by using Eric from Comic Book Pressing on Instagram. And make sure you use my promo code BERK54 to get free shipping back to you on your first order. Again, today's live stream is brought to you by comic_book_pressing on Instagram. All right, let's go ahead and say hi to some people in the chat. It was going crazy before we even started. Lots of people in here. I'll start at the top. Carlito, I don't know if you're still here. What up, dude? He should be coming down to Kansas for the Crane signing.
Lucky.
This guy says this should be a good one. Hope to catch it live. If not, definitely watch it on the rewind. Jeremy, what's up? How's it going? TM Nerdy, Station, Free Key, Cowabunga fam. Slim, what up, dude? DJ Links, yer, how's it going? Austin LeMay, what up? Nick, Comic Culture, hey, what up, dude? How you doing? Shimano Cinema.
What is happening?
What up, dude? I will finally get your giveaway win from last week shipped out tomorrow, dude.
That's a hardcore station right there.
That is a hardcore station. Yeah, I'll get this sent out tomorrow. I apologize for taking forever on that. Comics and Death Metal. What up? How's it going, dude? Warblade. What up, dude? Hellboy. How's it going?
Some very specific characters in here.
Yeah. Sindane TSP. What up, dude? How's it going?
Happening?
What's that?
I was saying, what's happening?
Oh. Shadowhawk. What up, dude? Oh, no worries, bro. No worries. Nick. What up, man? Nick with 9 fingers.
Oh, Nick's kid.
Apologize for all the coughing that's going to happen tonight. Ryan, what up, dude? Robert, we just got done talking about you. All good things. Yeah, 9.5. That's true. 9.5. Okay, I think that's everyone.
I'm just picturing Nick's little stubby hand up, little stubby finger.
Doing this. Yeah. See, 9.5. 9.5.
For the shocker.
Oh my goodness! What a way to start things off tonight. Mark, how are you doing, man?
Doing good.
So, if people don't know, Mark is the person behind Legion of Comics, which actually started as Adventures of Mark and Finn. 6 to 8 months ago? Whoa,
we have a family member.
We got a new channel member, TM Nerdy. Thank you.
Nick said we'll talk Friday.
Oh, shoot.
Nick knows I love him.
Thank you for joining the Berk fam, man. That is what's up, dude.
That is what's up.
That's what's up. Tyler, what's up? There we go. We got another Berk fam channel member in here. More fam. Pretty much everyone at this point that's in here is a channel member.
Trav. Yeah, that means Trav. We'll catch you in the chat now.
Yes, sir. I'll try to get you added here shortly. or someone else can get them added as well to that Berkfam members only chat, which is it can get pretty off the rails.
It stays off the rails. That's why the membership or the whatever it's called is completely worth it.
Oh yeah,
just for the chat.
Hey. But yes, thank you so much for being a channel member, dude. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'll get you added and all that stuff. Okay. Legion of Comics used to be Adventures of Mark and Fenn.
Mm-hmm.
8 months ago? 9 months ago? Maybe even 8 months ago?
I don't know.
He started watching my videos and just commenting, and he commented that I should watch one of his videos. And it was you're unboxing your Power Rangers blind box from the LCSD day.
Yeah, I said that I had that video on Facebook, that I posted it to Facebook. And like, you should put it on YouTube. I'm like, I don't know. And your words exactly were, do it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Jack.
So you did it.
Yeah,
you did it, and I still remember that video. It was a loud video,
which is weird because I have no equipment at the time.
Right. So what made you decide to join YouTube and start creating comic book content? Because obviously we know you like comic books. And you have, if people don't know, really quickly, he likes comic books. He has his whole life. His dad is a collector. If things go according to plan, his dad will die before him. And
before me, yes.
Yeah. So all of that. So why did you decide to start creating YouTube comic book content?
Long story short, I would watch the Comic Jabronis channel.
Yeah.
And I started to get to the point where I felt comfortable like jumping in the chat and everything. And then like he kind of pointed out you're a Ranger fan, so I jumped over there. And it was almost like you couldn't like participate as much as you want to just from the other side of the camera, I just wanted to reach out with more people in the community. And you know what I'm saying? It was really the only I don't know, it was just like the natural next thing to do to kind of engage with more people. And then after got a new family member.
Yo, Carlito, another dude. We got another channel member. That's what's up, Carlito. How's it going, man? Appreciate that. I'm gonna try to add them. I think Instagram needs to update their stuff because I think once you get to a certain amount of members in a group message, you can't like add more people. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do here. We might have to go to another. We have to figure something out so I can add more people. I don't know.
I don't know. Those are Daddy Burke problems right there.
Nope. I'll figure it out. But thank you, TM Nerdy and Carlito Classico, for joining the Burke fam. That's what's up. There we go. So you watched Jabroni's channel, and you said to check out my channel, and you said that you wanted to be more interactive, right?
Yeah, like watching the Thursday night review thing, like just trying to comment and wanting to engage more. And then I did that video, and I was constantly having mail coming in. And to be honest with you, it was awesome to do that first video and see like the handful of you guys that were active in your channel and stuff. Go check out that video, and you kind of like doing that little shout out like the next week. You're like, yeah, he posted a video, check it out. And there's like Ranger fans in show already that went and looked at it. And I constantly have Ranger stuff coming in. Not as much right now because they're kind of slacking overall right now, but it was just fun. It was enjoyable to post it and to get some feedback from it. And I don't know, the natural progression of trying to figure out how to get live. I don't know. It's just been fun.
Steve is feeling a little better with each new member. True.
His color's coming back.
What's up, Roscoe? How's it going? And so from then you started making, people don't know his son's name is Finn. His name is Mark. That's why it was Adventures of Mark. And Finn, he has 3 children, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
for half off.
And he does comic book stuff of all of them. You said you watch the Justice League movie and the Star Wars stuff with your oldest daughter, and you do all the Power Ranger stuff with your son, and your littlest one isn't quite old enough to really be into any of that stuff, but you still try to get him toys and all of that stuff. And so this channel was like a family channel, which he started making to a comic book channel. And
originally it was just like a home video channel. Like when I was growing up, there was like VHS camcorders and stuff. But I was getting like videos of Finn and stuff doing cute things. Like, man, where can I even put these videos, So I'm like, I'm gonna put them on YouTube where like family can just see them really easily. So that I still have them there. I'm not taking them down. If you track back through my channel, you'll start running into like family videos of Finn and stuff. Now I have a different place where I keep all of those, and I just turned it into the channel, which I get Finn to do as much as I can get him to do with. A lot of times he's happy to do it, and sometimes he's just preoccupied.
I got you. So then, what made you decide to go with the name Legion of Comics? And you used to have your friend Brent on your channel like a lot, and now it's just you, obviously. But what made you decide to go with the name Legion of Comics and all of that?
I love villains, huge DC fan, and to be honest with you, just when I was because it was just Adventures of Mark and Finn, and Brent was talking about like how I should probably change the name to something that's more comic oriented and more uniform. Because at the time he was planning on like being an active part of the channel, because we talked a lot about like we talk about comics all the time, and he was talking about wanting to do a podcast and stuff. And I told because I spent tons of time on YouTube as like a viewer, as a YouTube user, not just in comic stuff, but have for years. And I told him YouTube seems like more the place to be, and just thinking of another name that was like more inclusive with him included in it, as well as just more on topic with what we were going to be doing. Trying to think of names, and the first thing that came to my mind was Legion of Comics because I love DC and I love villains, and it just made sense.
So let's talk about DC. So if people don't know, he is a big DC fan. Now he does like Marvel and Power Rangers, but not as much as DC. Why DC? And like, who are some of your favorite DC characters?
Oh man, I feel like the display that I have up currently is a perfect example. Display. But Superman's definitely my favorite DC character. He's not just because he's the first one, and I went through this long phase of my life where I actually hated Superman. Like when I was in like I don't know, from the time I was in like third grade all the way up until probably out of high school, I didn't care for Superman much. I mean, I read his books, I watched the movies with him in it, but I always felt like he was I don't know, I guess I was in that mood that a lot of people talk about where he's just too overpowered or he's too Boy Scout and all this. And then I kind of just got a deeper understanding of him. That all changed. Like I used to be a huge Captain Marvel fan, and Kingdom Come is my favorite story that has ever been written. And just watching Captain Marvel manhandling him was just like, was it for me. I'm like, this is the book that I needed my whole life. And this is like third grade when I'm reading this.
I love Kingdom Come.
Yes, absolutely. But Superman, something clicked in me that I'm just like, dude, this is the most important hero that exists today. Not like that has ever existed, but that exists today. He's like the eternal compass that is never changing. I mean, his character has so much depth to him. He has so much weight to him. This whole overpowered thing, like I see him get like thrashed all the time. I read Superman stuff. If he's so overpowered, he wouldn't be getting thrashed. But I don't know. I just absolutely love Superman. He's an amazing character. But when you're talking just other characters that I enjoy, it's easily like the fourth world characters. Like Darkseid has always been up there with him for me. Mr. Miracle, the whole New Gods and everything. I love Etrigan the Demon. Pretty much all the stuff Kirby did at DC in the 70s. It's just amazing. I don't know why it stands out so much for me today. My interests will kind of wave and flow, but those are kind of constants for me.
So I'm going to ask this question, and I think I already know the answer. So what DC books are you pulling? Is it all of them?
No. It'd be easier to say, what am I not pulling?
Right. I mean, it's pretty much everything, right?
No, I get Superman in action, Batman and Detective, all the Black Label stuff minus the Sandman universe. I'm reading a lot of stuff that I'm even not pulling. It's hard to say just because there's so many books that come and go, but I read pretty much everything.
Okay.
At least DC. There's not a lot of Marvel on my pool right now. And that comes and goes as well. Just right now, there's not.
So let's talk Marvel, because you talk DC, Superman, all that. Your favorite Marvel character is probably your favorite overall character, right?
The Incredible Hulk. Absolutely.
What about the Incredible Hulk makes him so likable for you?
I don't know. There's probably a perfect storm of stuff. I've always been like a smaller guy for my age and everything. And I've always had an attitude. And seeing like this character that like the Hulk, the whole beast within and everything. And I'm kind of like, had a little bit of a rough past, kind of like the black sheep of my family, and kind of felt like very relatable in that sense. And always wanting to be stronger and bigger than you really were, as well as my favorite color's always been green. There's just a lot of stuff that went into it, and we had the like you mentioned, I grew up around comics. I'm a second generation comic kid. And so growing up, I watched stuff like the Bill Bixby Incredible Hulk show. Like every time it was on, it was just a go-to. And just, I don't know, like watching those old Hulk movies with Thor and Daredevil, like from like the 70s and stuff, watching those growing up, it was just always entertaining. Just thought he was a cool character. And then as you grow up, you get to reading some of the stories like the Peter David era stuff. And I don't know, he just always was drawn to him.
Can't wait to hear your thoughts on the Donny Cates era.
Oh, I'm gonna hope for the best. Definitely hope for the best.
There we go. There we go. And so outside of Superman and the Hulk, another thing that you love that's not DC or Marvel, it's got to be the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, right?
Absolutely.
He's grabbing something. This might be the only person that has more Power Ranger comic books and more Power Ranger stuff than me. That's what's up.
My boy sold twice for the win. Look at that.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
He put his foot in that one. That's amazing.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So Green Ranger for the win, right?
Every day, all day.
Yes, sir. Superman. Dude, come on now. I like Superman. The new Superman TV show is
phenomenal. Dude, me and my wife just got caught up with the final episode yesterday, and wow.
So many reveals, right?
Yeah, there was one more major reveal in that last episode. Do you think it's going to be Zod?
That is a good question. So my wife asked me, she goes, so who is he really in the comic books? And I said, as far as I know, it's just him. That's him. But they've changed a lot of things for the TV show. So
I can't do this. Yeah, there's his first appearance right there.
We're talking about Morgan Edge, if people don't know. Yeah, because they changed the fact that he has Jordan and Jonathan for the TV show, and in the comic books, it's just Jonathan, who is Superboy, who's going to become Superman very soon. Going to be written by Tom Taylor. That's going to be pretty good.
I'm with you on this. As soon as me and like, this is how cool my wife is. As soon as we saw him in that suit, both of us sit up. She like throws the baby across the room, like, what's happening? And I'm like, I don't know, but that's a Kryptonian suit. She's like, is that Zod? I'm like, I think they're going to pull a okie doke. I think it's going to be Zod. There's really no one else it could be. So Morgan Edge was revealed to be a Kryptonian in the final episode of Superman and Lois, and he's like been giving all these people like Kryptonian powers, and kind of squared off with Clark, and Clark went in on him, and he just reared back and decks Clark, and he makes a comment to Clark. He calls him brother, but I don't think it was in the sense of the word like his biological brother, just like Kryptonian brother.
That's what I was thinking.
And the point that when me and my wife were talking, we're like, what is Zod's thing? Who is Zod? He's a general. And if you remember Man of Steel, what is a general without a people? So what has he actively been doing? He's been amassing a people. He's been gathering his army to lead. Dude, I'm so certain it's Zod. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but it just looks like some great writing to make out a new version of Zod for us.
Dude,
so I'm loving it.
I'm super, super stoked about it. That's just amazing.
I was happy and kind of taken back by the little reveal with John Henry Irons. Thought it was cool and dumb at the same time.
I mean, you kind of knew. Like,
I had no clue.
Really?
I had zero clue.
Wow.
Until Superman walked into his Winnebago. And the little dude, for a minute, I thought they were going to pull the Booster Gold with the little device that was talking. I'm like, is that Skeets? Is that Skeets? Is that what this is going to be? But when it called Clark Luther, I'm like, okay, so this could be anybody at this point. Then, and with the way that they do television shows, there's really no limitation on casting. So it's not like you can just try to pinpoint, well, who are the black characters in the comics, and because it could still be anybody. But I thought it was a cool route to go to make it John Henry Irons. I was upset that like the John Henry Irons of this earth has apparently been dead for 6 years or something. Yeah. So we won't ever get like that hard canon version. We just get this tainted mad one.
Right.
But looking back on it, the suit's pretty cool. Definitely think the suit was cool. The hammer was awesome. kinetic energy with it building up. I thought that was awesome.
Zords, Zordon, and Zod. Yes, 100%. Lana-ism. Yeah. So I was telling my wife about how Lana is Superwoman. So I don't think she'll be turning into Superwoman in the show though.
See, and I almost was thinking about like the red-haired chick. Did they ever show the red-haired chick get made in, like, given the powers, how they're taking the X kryptonite? Because that could easily be Feora.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna. Uh-oh.
Yes.
No.
Big Yara Flor fan right here too. She's awesome.
Oh boy.
Diana's definitely the best, but Yara Flor has earned her place already.
Dude, she's gonna be good.
She's thick. She's real thick.
Okay.
I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it. Yeah, but I do like her as a character.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm liking how they keep adding new characters, interesting characters, different backgrounds, ethnicities, all of that. And we're gonna be Yara does roll. We're gonna be getting some. Were we supposed to get a Yara Flor show, or was that canceled?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Dude, I do like that, like how you mentioned going to different ethnicity for, because there's like a whole pantheon of gods that are attached to South America that I'm unfamiliar with. So it's like a completely fresh, new little experience, because everyone's heard of like the Roman and the Greek gods on some level because they're in so much stuff. But all these South American deities that they've kind of touched on, and I'm sure they got so much farther to go. It's a lot of new territory that's exciting.
I mean, we don't need, if I'm being completely honest, we don't need any more
Batman characters. You're
white superheroes, right? If we're being honest, like we need more ethnic.
I'll take more white superheroes. I'll take more any color superheroes, just as long as they're good.
Sure, for sure. 100%. 100%. Okay, so we're talking to Mark here about comic books.
About white superheroes and how there's too many of them. They've got to go, says Steve.
Okay, so we talked about comic books. He loves Power Rangers. Tommy for the win, right?
Definitely. Green Ranger Tommy.
Green Ranger Tommy. 100%. No, I do like Matt. Matthew Cook is a great representation of the Green Ranger.
He's all right.
He's not as good as Tommy. But
no. He's got some big boots to fill.
Yeah, for sure. So
get the pitchforks. Yes. Here comes the chat.
Yep. Get the pitchforks. Yeah, I can't highlight DJ Lynx's comment, but you guys can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So to get to know Mark a little bit better, everyone knows that I'm a teacher. Mark, on the other hand, he also works. Why don't you go and explain what you do?
Well, I work in a school here locally in the middle school grade levels, and I do computer technology classes.
What about the animals?
Oh, what I do, not what you do. Okay.
Yeah.
I run a kennel, boarding, grooming, bathing, all that stuff. If you got to go out of town, you hit me up, take care of your dog. If your dog looks ugly, like it was living with a homeless person for a month, I can fix that. Get them looking nice. Give them haircuts, do them nails. Like Scott says, I milk anal glands. I don't think milking is the right word. There's no milk, and there's definitely no going on. I hope someone screen grabs that in case you missed it.
You can milk anything with nipples.
Anything. I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh, shit. So you work with, is it mostly just dogs, or is there like cats in there too?
The majority is dogs. Like we got rabbits there, cats there, dogs there. We take care of pretty much anything that you're able to take care of,
Okay.
I think I've got some awesome videos early on my YouTube channel as well. When we had a big macaw there, and I had the wife bring Finn up there when he was like knee high to a duck still. I think I had my nephews with her too. I don't remember who was with her, but yeah, I posted some videos when we had it on there back then. Definitely check it out.
And do you have any animals of your own?
Oh yeah, we got that wiener dog. Abe.
Let's see this wiener. Is it a big one?
Abe. Come here. Come here. Yeah, it's a big wiener.
Yeah, he's got a.
He just popped up and looked at me.
Mark's
For
got
a
big,
Dotson, it is a big Dotson. He's like
big wiener dog.
pedigree. Here, bud. Oh, here it comes. Come on, lazy. He laid back down. Want your bowl? Yeah, he's not coming. He's asleep.
So just one dog?
Yeah, no, we have a turtle also. I'm a big fan of not owning pets because I work with them so much.
Yeah.
I always had animals growing up. I've always had turtles, like more than one normally, but I've always had dogs. And then we got this house and everything. My wife kept saying that she wanted an animal and all that stuff. And I brought home. Oh, that's not a lie. Well, it was last night for that's real life. That was last night for him, but earlier today, Tyler and Lee did a stream that was not live. I was hanging out with them while I was grooming, and manscaping dogs is part of what I do. They watch me hold the front legs up and clean that undercarriage.
That is amazing. That is amazing. If I'm being honest, I prefer smaller dogs. Like we don't.
You're going to save shaved undercarriages. Hey, come here, buddy. Come here. He's moving so slow. Come here, man.
What's his name?
Abe. He looks just like Abraham Lincoln.
All right, I'll be the judge of that.
Dude, there's no question about it. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here. Oh. Look at him. Put a top hat on him. Can't tell the difference. Obviously, before the theater.
Oh, okay. And before the theater. All right.
Yeah.
Before. So I'm going to get a dog and name him John Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes Booth. Just call him JWB.
JWB. And then whenever they meet, then, we'll know something's on. No, if I'm being honest, though, I do prefer smaller dogs because, they don't take up as much room. They're easier to cuddle with, it seems like. And it just, I don't know. They just seem cuter to me.
Yeah, I've owned both. I prefer smaller dogs. They're just easier maintenance. And they're fun. They're really fun. You can take them more places and stuff. Like, he goes to work with me every day.
Oh, every day?
Every time I go to work, he goes to work with me. But he's so used to it, like when other employees come in or if customers come in, he goes at them like he's guarding the house. It's hilarious.
That's amazing.
And like when I'm locking up and everything, I just open up his room and he just follows me as I walk around. He just looks at all the other dogs that are getting locked up like they're trash and peasants. It's a good time.
That dog needs a cape. It does.
He has a cape. He's got all kinds of outfits. I don't ever put them on him, but he's got them.
I like it.
I put him in his little sweater. It's got a penguin on it in wintertime. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know.
I got a little doggy too, and his name is Teddy or Betty or Spaghetti. Whatever comes out of my mouth at the time. We have a cat named Zip. And
I hate cats.
Why?
Because they're horrible.
How dare you?
If I don't get a poop in a box in the house, nobody in my house does.
I'll tell you what, man. People don't know this side of you. Mark just says some stuff, and it's always funny and dry, and it's just great. It is just absolutely great.
I try to play nice on my channel.
Yeah, and then you cause havoc like chaos in comics when you're in other people's, right?
Yeah,
that's literally what happens. And then now that he's got this fancy camera, he's never actually in focus.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's true.
It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
There it goes. It's in focus now.
There you go.
Sock puppet gate. There it is.
There we go. Here we go. I'll tell you what. I came after your guy, Scott Snyder, today. I messaged him on the old Twitter machine, asking if he wants to come on my channel. He's probably not going to message me back, but I give it a whirl. Put my good vibes out there. We'll see what he says.
That's probably been one of the most enjoyable parts of YouTube is seeing these people that you watch their channel and then finally getting to actually talk to them candidly. And most everybody is a lot more entertaining off camera than they are on camera.
Oh yeah. I can tell you at least one person that's a lot more entertaining off camera than they are on.
Yeah, it's Panda.
I mean, Panda 100%. And even more in person.
I can't even imagine.
Person, holy smokes! Like you guys just got just a taste, like just the tip of the iceberg the other night on the Berkfam channel members only stream, dude. Meeting him in person to be actually able to hear the stories. Oh my gosh, it is. We've hung out like 3 or 4 times now, and every time it is just an absolute blast. Absolute blast. So DJ Lynx is another one, dude. That guy, he is funny as all get out, dude. Ryan is too. Everyone is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a funny side to them for sure.
That's what those member only chats really bring out.
I'm a Midwest guy. So Southern cats actually bark.
Yeah.
So we had a cat, and it was the perfect cat, and his name was Boomer.
So it was a dog then?
No, his name was Boomer. We called him Boomerang because at the time my daughter really liked JoJo Siwa, and her song at the time was really big was Boomerang. I'm gonna come back like a boomerang. Anyways, we got him, and he was used to like children picking him up ever since like he was born. He was born across the street, and so he was great with people. Like he would come sleep with us every single night in our bed, every night. Never wake us up, nothing. Just an incredible cat. Whenever he was done playing outside, because we let him outside, he'd come sit out in front of our door and wait for us to let him in. Incredible cat. One day, we let him outside. He didn't come back. Now, I don't think he ran away because he never did. We live next to a river. So and that's where I hit deer. There's lots of animals around.
He went swimming.
So I think either someone, because he wasn't wearing a collar, or some animal more likely got him. And
Who
so
just picks up a cat though? Like I have to tell my wife that all the time when we're going places. If she sees a cat, she's like, "Oh, we should rescue it." I'm like, "It's a cat. It doesn't need rescuing. They're wild animals."
If it doesn't have a collar, it doesn't mean it's not someone's cat, though. You know what I mean? Because we got a collar for our current cat, and he got it off himself. So I have no idea where it is, but I'm not going to order another one.
Yeah, I don't have a collar on my dog. I just let him walk around naked.
Naked. And so after, we look for him and all this, never found him, obviously. So we got another cat. Well, before that, my daughter got.
Y'all moved on quick.
What's that?
Y'all moved on quick.
It was almost a full year. That is sad. It is sad. I'm trying to find a picture on my phone. My daughter got a stuffed animal that was black with white paws, white nose, cat named Zip. When we were picking out kitties from someone we know, we had a whole litter of them. This one cat just kept laying on its back, letting us rub its belly, and it looked just like my daughter's stuffed animal named Zip.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Picked him up and named him Zip. He's a great cat. He's not as good as our first cat.
Why don't you show your daughter that you actually love her and get her a dog like a normal person?
There's lots of dogs in the neighborhood, and my daughter got bit in the face by a neighborhood dog.
Just get her a pit bull and just teach her to face her fears. Like, this is your new dog, and just let it loose in the house.
Pit bull. Someone in the neighborhood has a pit bull, and one time it charged on my daughter, and I had to run over and pick her up before it got there. Apparently, it's a nice one, but still, I don't know. That scared me. So we will never get one of those. I'm trying to find a picture of our first cat because it was an exceptional cat. Because we're talking about animals. We're talking about important things here. We're not talking about comic books. We're talking about animals. Very, very important stuff here. So, what do you want to talk about now? Let's talk about your family. Let's talk about your family. First
waiting
time,
to see the picture of this cat you love so much you can't even find a picture of.
It's been a long time. Okay? It's been a long time.
You want to see a picture of my dog from 7 years ago?
What?
You want to see a picture of my dog from like 7 years ago?
Sure.
Where's the little scroll down button? Jeez.
I gotta find this cat. Where is it, man? It would have been December of 2019. This picture.
The best dog I ever had wasn't even a small dog, but his name was Diego. And he was my main man with pots and pans.
Who's your main man of pots and pans? I love it.
Yeah, he was my main man, 50 grand. Loved him to death. And I had to go somewhere. My brother was supposed to take care of him and watch him. And he was definitely a inside dog. Like a inside dog. You didn't have to put him on a leash or anything.
What up? How's it going? Aggressive, relaxing. We're just talking animals here because that's what we're doing today.
He was just in my room asleep, and I walked in the room and I had to take a picture because that's how he slept.
That's how my cat sleeps.
Yeah, DJ, I got you. I can get Dante looking fresh, my man. Look, these are old pictures, like on old phones, just like from like 2014 or something. It's like there's me like cuddled up under a blanket, and Diego, just cuddled up right there, doesn't leave my side. That's how all my dogs get. They just don't leave my side.
I'm gonna show you what our current cat looks like.
Oh, I want to see the old cat, the one that you loved.
Okay, all right. I will show you that as soon as I find a picture. But I got to show you this picture because this cat is just, he's a good cat. And what I like about him is that his face is not the prettiest.
But you got a ugly cat?
Here, I'll show you.
Oh, dude, he's cute. He's got a little mustache.
So it's like different on one side than it is the other. His name's Zip. He is a good cat. He is a good cat. He's not the best cat, but he is a good cat. Where the hell is this picture at, man? Goodness gracious. Well, I'll find it. But anyways. That's a cat with a personality. It really is. Everyone's texting me, hope you're feeling better today. I am feeling better today. I'll tell you what, I felt like I was on my deathbed on Friday, though. You ever get like so sick where you're just like, God, just take me. I'm done. Like I feel so sick, and I'm ready to die.
Luckily, I have not.
You've never gotten that sick?
Oh, I've been sick like 3 times in my life, and luckily it was never previous.
It is. Here you go. This is our cat.
This is Boomerang?
Yeah. This is Boomerang. Oh, I miss this cat. He was a young kitty in this picture.
That looks like your dog. Oh, there's the cat. Oh.
He was the perfect cat, dude. Like whenever we would like okay, our cat now, like he'll come and like hang out in the same room as us and sit by us and whatnot. Like that cat literally would sit right next to us. Whenever we're doing something, he would come sit literally right next to us. Our current cat just wants to be in the same room. So I got a new cat, and it's a Clifford, a big red dog situation. I won't stop growing. That's amazing. Meet the Berkfam episode. I can tell the story of one of my yeah, everyone's gonna get one. Absolutely. Oh my God. Amazing. Okay, so we're gonna call this episode Meet the Berkfam Out of Focus. Legion of Comics.
Is it still out of focus?
100%.
I don't know what to tell you.
I love messing with you. It is a little. It's fun. There we go. So you just put out a video. You put out a video like every day, right? Like basically every day.
Yeah, close to it. For the past few weeks, I've like taken Thursdays off.
Right. But you've been on someone else's channel on Thursdays too, though.
Yeah, but I don't put out a video. I don't do a pre-recorded or anything.
There you go. Now you look crispy as we get out. I think it's
I'm
a good
crispy. Might be the reflection messing it up.
Ruby G. What
What's
it do? How is it going, brother?
Legion of Comics in Focus.
Here we go. This episode now it's called In Focus. So we put out a video today. Hashtag Jang Gang.
Yeah,
So
that was a fun video.
People don't know. Mark is a big John Jang fan. Why is that? Why is he one of your favorite cover artists?
I don't know. His artwork speaks for itself. I kind of just found him from when he did that Draken New Dawn cover. You know, that series was coming out.
Oh, yeah. The big
I
time.
was really pumped for that series because, you know, this was like, it wasn't hot on the heels of Shattered Grid, but it was really like the first major, what I felt like could be follow-up or just kind of dipping our toes back into that. And so I was like just looking around at all these covers, and I don't really go crazy for exclusives or retailer exclusives or whatever, but I saw this variant and it just blew my mind. I'm like, this is insanity. And I ordered it. I got it in. And when I looked at it, and it doesn't happen very often, where like a digital artist, his work looks better on paper than it does in the original format of the digital art itself. But man, it was the best art transfer to paper I'd ever seen. Like that does it no justice at all right there. Like whatsoever. That image is insane. That is the best Draken cover I have ever seen. And when you look at it and hold it in your hand, all of that energy flaring out of his eyes, all of that, all those sigils around his hands and stuff, they all look like they just are coming off the page. So it made me look, kind of keep my eyes open for more of his art. And that was an exclusive from Big Time Collectibles. And not long after that, they announced the Rorschach #1. I'm a big Watchmen fan. I absolutely love the original story. I love the Zack Snyder movie. It's like probably my favorite modern movie. And I was excited for that series, and I ordered that exclusive as well. And then I started looking back through his other work, and I'm like, dude, this stuff is nuts. So now,
is this it?
Yeah, the minimal trade dress hit that one. You can see more of the picture, but I just thought that was awesome. Oh, that's a crap. But just seeing how his hands are stretching the mask and everything, and there's so many little images and stuff hidden in the mask. It was awesome. So I just started looking up all of his other art and everything. And now at this point, you can even ask him who's like got the biggest collection of your stuff, and he'll tell you that I'm probably the only person that has all of his published covers and some that aren't published as well.
Superman is. What's up? Is that country singer Dusty Ellis? Look at that avatar, man. Look at that. That is incredible.
What's a Dusty Ellis?
That's Dustin Ellis from Two Brothers Comics. He doesn't like being called Dusty, so I call him Dusty.
Oh, I didn't know his real name.
Singer in that picture.
Is that actually him, or did he just grab a country singer image?
No, that's him.
I've seen him off of Whack Comics or off of Two Brothers Comics one time, and that was on Whack Comics' video they just put out. He was getting really close with Tyler in that video. Really close with Tyler.
Never open a Whack Comics video while at work.
No. Probably a safe bet.
Yes.
Lucky for me,
if you guys got questions for Marky Mark, go ahead and put them in the chat. Yeah, I mean this live stream is all about Mark. So if you have questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. Great guy. We try to do things a little differently here than like. Oh, dude, look at that. Hold on. No, you're ready.
This is another thing that I kind of, as a music entertainer on the weekends. Oh, it makes sense. So this is his Death Rage #1 that he did, and this is actually a metal cover. It's a sheet of metal on a comic book.
That's crazy.
Isn't it though? That's nuts. So I've got like all of his metal covers at this point. One of them is on pre-order, and then another one there's a cover art that I have from a book that I didn't realize they no, I don't give two craps about football. Foosball.
I think he's saying just go Dogs versus I would say go Cats. But he might be a Georgia fan. I don't know.
Like this.
Oh, that's right, because you live in Georgia.
Yeah, go Dogs. He's asking if I like UGA. I mean, like, I guess.
Isn't Georgia Tech closer to you?
No.
Okay, you're closer to Athens.
It takes me literally 4 turns to pull up in front of UGA. 4 turns.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I just go out my driveway, go down, 1 right turn, go for a long ways, make a left turn, make a right, then I'm going right up the main street.
I've driven by FSU's stadium, and I like those tomahawks they put on all the sidewalks outside. That is pretty cool. Hey,
I've never gone up there to watch a football game. I've gone up there and partied a lot, like when I was younger.
Sure.
But he's got a Georgia Southern University too, which isn't as big of a school, but it's like a minor league school. They got the Eagles or the Seahawks or the whatever, some random bird.
Hey, Mark, first time watcher, long time caller.
First time watcher, long time listener.
Yeah. Anyways, what are your thoughts on today's Cunnilingus controversy? Is this the best our heroes have to offer? I'm pretty sure he's talking about the Batman Catwoman possible scene that was deleted from Harley Quinn.
I really think that really shows just how far our heroes will go to make sure that they're doing like a top-notch job in servicing the citizens in all aspects of life and all over the cities, whether it be street level, rooftops, going up or down on them. They got it all covered.
DC said Batman doesn't do that. That's what they say.
The response was awesome. Is Batman a selfish lover? I think not.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions for Mark, go ahead and put them in the chat. Emphasis on servicing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and
put superheroes.
Put them in the chat just like Ryan did. Absolutely. We'll try to get to him over the next 15 minutes or so. I know Mark's got to go to sleep, but I think tomorrow's your day.
Yep. Tomorrow's my day off, and Finn is at my mom's house tonight. We have family dinner night every Monday night, and he's at that age now. Whenever she gets ready to go home, he's like, "I'm coming too," and she's like, "Sure." She watched my daughter grow out of that, so now she's like, "He wants to come. Come on." Just picks him up and runs out of the house. And half the time, my daughter will follow him, saying she's coming too, and then the other half the time, she'll just wave night.
Batman's money, I think the best weapon is so long. Oh my goodness!
That bat tongue, apparently.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. So go ahead and put your questions in the chat here. Is there anything we haven't talked about yet that you wanted to talk about? And I have another question later about the Berkfam and all that stuff. But is there anything that you would like to talk about that we haven't talked about yet in terms of you collecting comic books, maybe about why you collect comic books? What are some books you're looking forward to trying to get this year?
I've been steadily piecing together my Tales to Astonish run, which is a very ambitious task. But being a big Hulk fan, when I collect comics, I don't necessarily chase after specific books because I want them. I kind of look at like what the family collection is, like when you're talking big boy books, there's no point like doubling down on a lot of them. Like the whole source wall behind me with all the DC Kirby books, they're all in the family collection, but I wanted those to have out on my wall to do my own thing. And they're not that crazy in price, And the Tales to Astonish run, a lot of those old Marvel books are not in the family collection right now. They when my dad and mom were getting ready to get married in the 80s, he sold off his Marvel collection at the time, and he bought a big piece of land with it. And this is like back in the 80s. They weren't nearly as worth what they are now, but they were worth what they were worth back then, And when he did that, that's what fueled the bookstore at the time to turn into a comic book store. That's how our hometown got its first comic book store, was my dad selling a big chunk of his PC to a paperback bookstore and getting to know the owner and all that kind of stuff. But so the Marvel stuff like that, I'm enjoying chasing down right now, and I'm on the hunt for just low issues right now, like single number issues and like in the teens and stuff, which are not cheap. And like Groot, Ant-Man, Wasp, Black Knight. There's a lot of characters that make their first appearance in Tales to Astonish, but that's something that I'm hunting down right now.
I have a question. Number one, how dare you?
It's in my nature, man.
In your nature.
In my nature.
What do you got going on your channel? Like coming up, dude. You're creeping up on 900 subs, right?
Yeah, it's creeping slow right now.
Dude, mine's up. I think I've been -2 for the month of June.
Oh wow.
-2.
Today, unless I've gotten a sub since I've been on this, today's the first day I haven't gotten a sub in months and months and months.
Yeah, my January and February were tremendous, like almost 300 subs combined in 2 months.
Yeah,
and it's just been leveling off. You know what I mean? So you're at 847 subscribers as of right now. There's a link to his channel in the description of every one of my videos because he is a Berk family tier member. Berk Family 54 Comics family tier member. But there's a link I just put in the chat as well. So make sure you go and sub up to Mark for sure. So here's a question I ask everyone. Well, everyone being one other person because this is episode.
Well, that equals everyone.
So yes, it does. It does. You talked about why you came to my channel because of Edwin the Comic Jabroni mentioned it because I like Power Rangers and all that stuff. I think you were the very first family tier member I had.
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to join the family?
I mean, it was a no-brainer. We'd been talking a little bit, like getting to talking on Instagram. Like you're the one that I would reach out to about everything in the beginning, and pretty much still like I don't really ask many questions anymore because it's kind of operating at a base level, and that's good enough for me. But when I have questions, I always reach out to you or Ryan. You know what I mean? Which y'all two are, and at the time even two brothers. I reached out to them and talked to them in the beginning. Pretty much the Thursday night crew, Panda as well. He was the first guest that I had to help me out on one of my live streams. But just kind of getting in with you guys and talking to you and seeing how receptive y'all were of new people coming into the community and how welcoming you were and everything, and just enjoying your content. Like you're big into DC, you like the Power Ranger stuff as well as I do. It was just such an enjoyable environment to be around. That's what I was looking for. And, just want to see how supportive the community was. I just wanted to do what I could to support the community back. You know what I mean? At the time, I had no understanding of the perks, anything. I don't think anybody joins your channel for the perks that you offer.
Sure.
It's awesome that there's a Berk box giveaway. The emojis are really fun and everything, but that isn't why people join you. It's like you just want to be a part of, and you want to, it's a way of just giving back to something that you're getting so much from. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate hearing that much more than anyone could ever could understand. Like seriously, I appreciate your friendship more than I can even put into words. I want to say of anyone that I have similarities of collecting of anyone from Dustin, you, and Ryan, lots of people. I feel like you and I have the closest in terms of what we collect that we both like. Like you and I, like Panda likes a lot of Marvel stuff, X-Men stuff, which is great. I'm not a big X-Men guy.
Not current X-Men.
I like DC, just like you like DC. I like Power Rangers, just like you like Power Rangers. I like variants. You like variants. We both like. What's that?
Specific ones.
Specific ones.
Yeah. I like variants. I just don't go. I taught myself to shop them down the road at this point, except for very, very, very specific ones.
Right.
Being a completionist with the Jang stuff pretty much takes up all the money that I would want to put toward variants. There's so many good ones out there though that I would like to pick up down the road, kind of thing.
What's a Voltron? we had that conversation earlier in the birthday.
Yeah, I was a part of it.
I like a Voltron. Yes, it is. It's similar, very similar. And you don't like just John Jang. You like Clayton Crane. And
I got a ton of I've got a ton of signed Crane stuff. Like every one of his Power Ranger exclusives, except the Jason one that he did that has Jason with the power shield and the Gold Ranger above it. That's
Tolzar one.
Yeah, they've got to be 9/8 signed if I don't get them done myself. But I love me some. I mean, Clayton Crane's great. That was more of a Power Ranger thing, and that was just like an artist who was doing some really cool stuff. Like I like Crane's earlier stuff than now. You know, he's just kind of pumping out. In my opinion, he's pumping out crap just because people are buying it up, just from the Venom craze.
Sure.
He's got amazing. He has amazing covers out there, but the majority of them are just par for the course. Miko Suyan, that's an artist that does not get nearly. Miko should be selling out every single cover that Miko does. They are phenomenal. Like that. Look at that.
That's the hold on.
That's insane. And that's by no stretch of the imagination my only Miko cover, but that's it's the only Miko Crow cover I have, so it stays up.
Sorry, let's check in something else. Money Boy, what up, dude? Yeah, Suyan Cyan, very, very good. The Jang Serpenter cover is incredible.
You want me to grab it?
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. Let me see it.
From G.I. Joe, Serpentor.
Oh, yeah. If you guys have questions for Mark, go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll try to answer them. Mastodon Comics and Music says, I dig that.
Yeah,
what up?
Cover is fantastic. I plan on sending it to James O'Barr to get signed. I know the facilitator that I met. I actually met the facilitator at my LCS this nice. What was it, last year when Crane did his last road tour?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
There you go, Drac.
That gold pops, man.
That's nuts. Like absolutely nuts. And like this is his first cover on a published work ever. This was like some weird little they're like collected volumes, not collected volumes. They come out in trade form. Like that's a single issue. It's called Tales of the Moonlight Cutter. But what people don't know is the first cover he ever did was on a convention preview book called Zekta. And I only know of one other person on the planet that owns this.
That's awesome.
And their copy is beat to hell. Like this one, there's not a color break on it.
Did you get that from John? Did you buy
I did not. John doesn't own this.
Really?
He was the one that told me about it. That and everything. And man, I went looking through the annals of the internet to find it, but look, I'm blurry. But it's wicked, and he does some concept art stuff on the inside of it. But look at that art, man.
That is my favorite one.
That's easily one of my favorites.
So sick.
But he's been doing Last Ronin covers. He's got a lot of G.I. Joe. He's done some Power Ranger covers, some TMNT 100, all kinds of stuff. Man, he's done a lot of.
You did the TMNT 100?
Oh yeah.
The Crane TMNT 100 is sick. Oh yeah.
Nothing on this.
I've seen this.
And all the turtles are in the reflection on the blades.
Yep.
That was a Slabbed Heroes exclusive.
That is awesome.
And again, when you see him in person, there's just so much more detail. Like you can see, like through Shredder's mask, at all the scarring on his face and stuff. And it's absolutely wicked.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Dustin said, "I need that." Love the Crow. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, me too. Do you want to see his first appearance? Got them big boy books for the Crow.
Got them big boy books.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Lee. Did you watch that movie, The Crow?
Yeah, I've got all of them, dude. I love The Crow, man.
Of course you've seen the movie. That's like asking me if I've seen a Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, I used to be the store manager of Movie Stop for years, but I haven't picked up the movie Maniacs here recently. It hit my honey hole. Big fan of The Crow. Me and Tolt Fiction, we vibe on some Crow stuff. He's got some good Crow books.
I like Tulp. Good dude. Good dude. Okay, we're reaching to the end of the live stream here. If you guys got questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll try to ask them. What books are you picking up this week? Also, how about I start with what books I know I'm getting? I'm gonna get Berserker 3. I'm gonna get. Okay, there you go. Let's see the list.
Flash 771.
Yes.
Very excited about that because the way it ended last time with him hopping into the whole Legion of Superheroes era, that's going to be really fun. And I'm thinking they're probably going to tie up this little story arc. Nightwing 81, I am not picking up, but I am reading digitally. I don't need Nightwing in my PC, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to miss the read.
You got to get that Raph Grassetti cover, man.
No, I'm good. It's a gorgeous cover, but I don't have shoulders like you and Nightwing in that, so I just makes me feel less than, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
But Justice League 63, the Bendis start is not too bad.
That's moving to next week. I think they got moved to next week.
Oh, I hope not. I'm ready for that Justice League Dark backup story. Well, that's a bummer. Berserker number 3, dude, that series has been so good. Just guilty pleasure. I mean, we're only 2 issues in. You can't really form too big of an opinion, but for the 2 issues, 1 and 2 balance each other so well.
The hype train
was real.
Was not as high as it was for crossover, and it's been 10 times better than crossover was through 2 issues.
Yeah, that's a weird 2 books to compare to each other, but it's absolutely a true statement. Yeah, definitely a true statement. That's Donny Cates, man. He's his own worst enemy. He's not servicing the fans with this inflated hype train he runs. All he's doing is bringing in money and then looking at his corporate bosses and saying, "Good on me." But whatever. Right. Radiant Black number 5. I'm not buying a physical copy because I would just burn it. But I am reading it digitally. I'm not giving up on it yet. It no longer gets my money. That's all I can say.
Okay.
0 Point number 5 because it's been better than Radiant Black, the Fortnite book.
It was Jang.
That was a John Jane cover. This is an entire box of Jang books. Well, the box isn't full, but it's half full of just Jang variants. And then, of course, all the stuff on this bottom row behind me, minus the Miko. But yeah, Radiant Black has been horrible, but that last issue was issue 4 had a crazy twist. I got to see how it plays out. Legends of the Dark Knight number 2. There's a Ricardo Frederici 1 in 25 variant with the Riddler on it because I have been getting all of those variants. Supergirl number 1 by Tom King comes out, so I'm sure that's going to be awesome. It'll be I think it's his 4th or his 5th limited run that's going at one time. Strange Adventures, Rorschach, Batcat, Supergirl, and all of them have been fantastic. 7 Secrets number 9, one of the best books that's coming out across the board right now. 7 Secrets is fantastic. Why am I blurry?
Look good now.
Thanks, man. I still look blurry to me. Ultra Mega number 4. That has been an insane series. I never saw that coming. I mean, I picked it up from book 1, but I did not expect it to be that good. The Sumerian number 3, which will be the last one of that mini series, and that's all I have on the pool.
I found more pictures of my cat.
Oh.
And it looks like my internet's not working very well. So hopefully you guys can see these. In 1 second. All right. I got 3 photos here. Okay, there we go. First one up. This cat was just the perfect cat. You know what I mean? Literally, my daughter could just hold it however she wanted, and he would just let her. It was just so sad. And he would just, like I said, he would just come sit literally right next to us. No matter what we were doing. Playing Uno on bed, he would come sit right next to us. More.
While Dustin's there, look at that.
Oh, nice. Sorry. Looking at this cat one more time. So sad.
On a high note, there you go, Dustin.
What is that? First go?
Yeah, the first appearance of the Crow Caliber presents issue number 1 from 1989. It was in a CBCS 5.5, CPR'd it up to a CGC 8.0, took advantage of that company shift from CBCS to CGC. That was a huge grade bump, but that was one of my favorite books in my PC right there.
Now do a PGX one.
Yeah, send it to PGX next and get that 9.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, try it. Try it.
Yeah,
I heard-
it's good.
I heard PGX is. I don't know. I heard.
The only way I would think about even cracking this is if I took it to a con with me and just got it signed by James O'Barr, which I'd definitely be willing to do.
So what do you got going on your channel coming up the rest of the week?
Tomorrow's Tuesday, so I'll go live around lunchtime sometime just to shoot the ish, and then I don't know what I'm doing Wednesday. I'll probably take Thursday off, and then Friday morning is turned into my huge community hangout stream. I just kind of wake up, me and Tyler from Whack Comics just hop on at 7:30 in the morning, and we just ride it out. I send invites out to as many people as I can. And if you're a member of the YouTube comic community and you want to hang out with other members of the YouTube comic community, because that's like the most enjoyable part of this whole thing.
It is.
Just getting to hang out with each other. So it's just creating an open forum to be able to do that. So that's always a blast. And then every Saturday I do my little new comic book day video to show what I'm going to be picking up. And then Sundays at 9 o'clock is At Week's End, where I spoil everything that I picked up.
You coming on my show on Thursday?
Yeah, that's the norm.
Cool. What are we talking this week?
I don't know. Hopefully I'll be able to read it this time, though.
Berserker 3? Yeah, you didn't get to read the books we talked about last week.
Yeah, why don't you send me the Berserker then?
Okay. Yeah, I'll
You
do
have
that.
3 already?
I have Berserker and I have 7 Secrets, yeah.
I don't want 7 Secrets ahead of time. Because I'll read that before Sunday, but
What was today?
the ones that we review on Thursdays, it's really helpful if I get them ahead of time because, life, there's not a lot of, I don't even pick up my books that we review half the time until Friday. And I have to go and find a digital copy to read, but finding time to do it the week is not easy.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll find the email. There it is. That's the only one I have. What did you not get to read last week? It was
dude, I still haven't read Gotham.
Oh, dude, that was my read of the week.
Yeah, I just read tonight, like right after dinner, I read the last 2 issues of Detective Comics I was behind on, which that's a great book. Like that is a really good book. Like I was like, I kind of held it off to read it. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, it'll be okay, whatever. And then I'm like, I gotta get caught up. And I'm like, dude, why did I wait to read that? That was a damn good book, man. Like it's such a cool story. But then I decided to go ahead and crack open this. I thought I'd read some of it, then I got absolutely hooked in it. This is phenomenal.
Do I need to read volume 2 first?
Oh, absolutely. It's just one smooth story pretty much. But this is phenomenal.
All right. I have volume 1, so maybe I'm going to get number 2 and 3 now.
Yeah, I would highly recommend rereading it because it hasn't been too long since I read volume 2, but even that short time gap, I'm like, I really feel like I need a refresh on it because they pull from each other so heavily. But dude, it's good. It's really good.
I think we should review Flash 771.
For sure. I'll have read that for sure.
Berserker 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nightwing
81. But I want to talk Venom 200 as well. Donny Cates' last.
That's coming out.
Yep. Last one on Venom title.
So I'll read that as well.
Which I think it's supposed to be like an annual type thing where there's gonna be multiple stories in there, like
It's not big.
like Detective 1000. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's just going to kind of springboard to the kind of the new era.
Sure, but I think there's gonna be, like I said, I think there's gonna be multiple stories.
Yeah.
It's like the last Donny Cates stories gonna be in there. Maybe the first, what is it, Al Ewing story?
Dude, I feel like I'd have a hard time giving an honest review of that because I haven't been reading Venom. You know, I've dipped in a couple issues here and there during the King of Black thing, but like with no context to what's been going on in a while, like I wonder how it'll hold up. I guess that'll be my perspective from it. Just as an individual single issue.
Well, maybe, I mean, I can talk about it. Like if you don't have a chance to read it, so
No, I'll knock it out. You give me that Berserker ahead of time, that'll help, and then Flash I'll get tomorrow and be able to read. You know what I'm saying? And that means I only have one book to crunch in because I work all day Wednesday.
Why are you not picking up Nightwing?
Because I don't need it in my PC. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need a piece of paper of Nightwing to keep and collect. I don't collect Nightwing. Dude, I love Jason Todd, but I don't collect Red Hood and the Outlaws. I buy like trade paperbacks to read it. And at this point, like, I mean, the series has ended, but even the Jason Todd stuff and Urban Legends, I started picking up Urban Legends, but wasn't getting my bang for my buck. And there's no inherent value in keeping that paper. It's not even going to be worth cover price down the road.
I feel you.
But this coming issue of Nightwing is actually a key. I don't know if you know what's going to be happening in it, but
Heartless, first full appearance.
I mean, yeah, sure, but that's not what's key about it. There's something else that's very key about it.
Can you put it in the private chat?
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Okay.
But
we are Berkfam 54. What up, Nosh?
Big Nosh is in the building. What's up, brother? Yeah, but there's two big keys to that. Well, there's one big key, and then there's the obvious first full appearance of Heartless. But who cares? And, you know, like characters like Heartless come and go all the time.
Sure.
All the time. It's just a story arc character. There's going to be nothing to him probably. But the other character, they wouldn't be doing it if there's not going to be something to it, even if it's just a drawn-out story arc down the road or if it's something that's going to stick in canon. So I might pick it up just for that purpose. And there's that awesome Raph Grissetti cover. So I don't know. I'll probably end up getting that cover. Just it's a good excuse.
There you go. What's $4, man? That's a sick cover.
What's $4? That's $4, Steve. And it's going to be $5.99 probably because it's a card stock.
Oh, that's right. They upprice it $1. They upprice it $1.
They've always done that. But it's worth it. It's a gorgeous cover, but I love his art. That's another person who I have a few of his arts. I've got his Superman from Endless Winter. I've got his Green Ranger one. Not in this issue, no. You're going to get an introduction to something that's just going to leave you with more questions of where's this person been forever? Why is this person here now? Is this really who this person says this person is?
Talking about the Zuko's?
No. No, I'm not going to tell you, but that's definitely wrong.
Okay, because all right. Well, I'm excited. I know they had Talon about 20 issues ago.
Dude, Talon is rocking in Suicide Squad.
Yes.
That reveal was amazing when Red X just went through there and just took apart that whole building and everybody in it and face-to-face Talon. And he tried to he's like, oh, shut up. I know you're playing a game. How long do you think you could keep doing this till Waller's onto you? And just had him speechless and dropped him. Dude, that was fantastic.
Because, like I was saying from the beginning, I was like, this does not match up with how he was in the Nightwing story at all.
Somebody we're not missing. What does that mean? It's not somebody who's ever been introduced before, Ryan. It's somebody who's being added into the mix, but it's not a superhero. It's a new character coming in. It's a character that apparently is going to be coming in as someone who's been present, just not known who they really were, and it's not someone who's been spotlighted yet either.
I know we all have talked about Batman already a while back, but just curious what you think about Clown Hunter, which is who I love, and Ghostmaker, who makes no sense to me. Yeah,
exactly. Clown Hunter is fantastic. Ghostmaker is why are you here?
Ghostmaker should not be there. Ghostmaker should be gone.
But again, if I've said this about other books, and this is another perfect example when they can do it, you can build him up enough to make a meaningful death out of a character. We have to kill somebody every now and then and let him stay dead. Like otherwise, there's no danger, there's no weight to any of these
Are they
characters.
going to kill him though, since he's getting his own TV show? Or is that really going to happen?
I don't know, man. Maybe he's just getting introduced into a show or something. We are geting Batwing in one of the CW shows.
Yeah,
He looked semi-decent. He did not look bad for a TV show from CW. But Berkfam has been like strangely absent out of all DC comics since Batman Annual #4, which was a fantastic read. Yeah, garbage at his best days is for sure. Yeah, I don't even read the backup story with Ghostmaker in it. I'm paying for it.
Yeah. I agree. I
was heavily suspecting Berkfam to be Red X. Now we're clearly past that. Unless they're going to try to pull an okey doke. You know, he's already been referred to as a Batman level intellect. He just dismantled the entire Suicide Squad and was 10 steps ahead of Amanda Waller. Something that Batman has a hard time even doing. You know what I mean? Those two can go toe to toe with.
I mean, we've said this. It feels like Tim Drake, right? It absolutely feels like Tim Drake.
Yeah, I don't know. That would make more sense than Berkfam.
But
I don't want it to be any Robin, to be honest with you. But that would kind of make some sense too, with like his whole history and the Teen Titans, with him being.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Tim Drake in the Titans cartoon? Was that what Robin that was, or was it Dick Grayson?
Teen Titans Go.
I don't know, whichever one that Red X was introduced in. He was introduced in the cartoon first.
It was in Teen Titans Go.
Ryan, what Robin is it from Teen Titans Go? Is it the Tim Drake Robin? Ryan will know. I feel that. I hope they do something more with Clown Hunter. He is beyond awesome. He really is.
It is Tim Drake.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So that'd be cool, because in the comics here they reference it, attach the character to Dick Grayson. Flash that Dick.
See, it says on here, but it says Robin, and then it says Robin again, and it says Tim Drake, and then Robin. I don't know, dude. Who freaking knows?
I think Flash at 6792 knows. I mean, I'm assuming he knows.
He probably does. I didn't never watch the show, so
I've watched it. I just never really thought about it.
Just on here, the guy that voices Robin.
The Teen Titans Go to the Movies was hilarious. That movie that they did was so funny. Had a Stan Lee cameo in it, all kinds of stuff. They even included the Challengers of the Unknown in it.
Guys, have any other questions for Mark here before we get off? Otherwise, I'm going to let him enjoy his night with his family.
Oh, they're all in bed, man. It's like 11:30 here. I'm just going to go back to reading Batman Earth 1. I say that, but I'm probably going to just go sit down in bed and go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to go to sleep as soon as we get out of here.
No. It's been an enjoyable yet depressing yet fun time. We talked about your dead animals. Talked about some comics. Do you think animals go to heaven, Steve? No.
No, I don't.
I thought all dogs go to heaven. Cats definitely go to hell. That's part of like their legend to them. They're like gatekeepers of hell. It's an Egyptian thing or something.
I don't know. I'm going to release a video probably tomorrow morning. It'll be the top picks for New Comic Book Day this week. Top 10 plus a couple others. I got an unboxing to do. This feels thicker than
a 616 box.
Yeah, it's a $50 Patreon box, but it feels extra heavy. So
put paperweights in it.
Yeah, Infinity Stone paperweights.
I didn't read Bunny Mask, Scott, but after hearing a few people talk about it, I'm definitely interested in it, but probably won't read it. Nothing against it. It's a time constraint thing for me. It sounded so crazy and twisted. It sounded like something I would probably enjoy reading. I'm just not sure if I'd find the time, but who knows? I might pick up a copy tomorrow if there's one sitting at the LCS, which I'm sure there probably is.
I still need a nice house on a lake.
You still haven't gotten that? I wish I would have. Has someone gotten you a copy yet?
I don't think so. So I think I might have to get like a second print, which is fine.
Dude, you should have said something. I've done picked up multiple copies, but I have none to give away.
Well, if you find one, let me know.
I was about to say, I don't mean that in a mean way, but
you got my number. You got my digits.
Hold on, Sparky. Where's the good one? What the hell?
Make the vacation movies. Sparky.
Oh man, where is it? So I got the cover A when it came out, and I'm always the first one in the shop on Tuesdays to get the DC stuff. And when I got it, I went in there and me and the LCS owner were talking about it. And I read it way ahead of time, and it was fantastic. He loved it. And when I went in there, he's like, dude, people are already blowing up about this book before it even hit shelves. So I didn't even try to pick up numerous ones because I don't resell stuff. You know what I mean? So
you and I don't really like to sell very much.
Yeah, I don't hoard stuff like that. I get what I like and just leave it at that. But when I was in there last Friday and he was unboxing all the DC stuff for tomorrow, he was smart about it. He put his initial order in for Nice House, and like we were talking about it leading up to it, and he saw kind of a lot of people on YouTube talking about it, or because he does watch, like he'll watch my LCS owner, watch your channel, he'll watch Chip Gettler's channel, he'll check out Ryan's channel,
White Shadow.
Yeah, the White Shadow. But I went back and he ordered more, but like before it hit shelves,
Awesome.
he attempted to and it worked out. So he was able to get like a second round of first prints, and I had to get that cover B because after reading it, that was a must.
That looks like the art from Department of Truth.
Department of Truth, yeah, but it's not, but it definitely is reminiscent of it. It's a different artist, but it's definitely, if you read the book, this makes sense. I don't want to like really talk about it because you should have at least read a digital copy of this book by now, but you already know how to represent and get that John King exclusive. But that's not all, because that's just the trade dress. And there's the limited trade dress with the alternate image with the skeleton stuff faded into her mask and everything.
Who is that?
That's not all. There's the Virgin variant, that acid rain edition. So it's awesome how he does his variants, because he's not going to be like, here's one with the trade dress and here's one without it. Pay extra money. No, he changes the images up like completely. It's got the skeleton, the house on fire, and if you read the book, this like ripped straight from page 1, panel 1 right there, and then that second issue with the limited trade dress. And all of these books would serve well with those Comic Clear backer boards because, you even got those awesome images on the back. And then the issue, the Virgin, it was my favorite just because the colors on it, man. That is so nice.
That is wicked.
And John I was talking with Jang, and he messaged me a screenshot from somebody had sent him. Comic Tom was talking about this book the week it was coming out or whatever, and they showed the regular covers and then spotlighted Jang's cover for it. Like, y'all remember this guy? He did the deceased stuff. I'm like, that was cool of him to spotlight him and then mention a cover that he did years ago, even though he's done like so much work since then. But I guess it's because it was DC also, but he's done a good bit of work for DC. So I've ended up with 5 copies of issue 1. Which 3 are just cover buys, but still. It's a good book. You got to read it. Warlord, you should definitely go try to find one. It, as Drax said, it is a must read.
Definitely. I'll have to try to check it out too.
I hate that I haven't read it yet, man.
I want to.
Like all this hype of everyone talking about it hasn't had you like, I got to have it.
I mean, I'm trying to. Which I'm going to try to figure out this Instagram thing, try to get more people added to the Instagram channel.
Are you maxed out?
We're maxed out. We are maxed out, dude. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. can update messaging to unlock chat themes. Can I do that? Update.
I know with Facebook owning both of them, like my phone all the time asks me if I want to link my Facebook Messenger with my Instagram Messenger, which I don't because I don't use Facebook. But does that change the functionality of it where you can have more people in there?
I don't know what to do here, dude.
You're gonna have to ask Chip Getler. He's like the overlord of all the internet.
He's the overlord of the entire internet.
He is. He's the internet overlord. That's kind of his thing.
Burke Family 54 Comics.
And Legion of Comics.
This is Legion of Comics.
It's cool, guys. I'm gonna start a left out of the Berkfam chat group, and I'll add you guys in there. And what I'll do is I'll spend my whole day screenshotting the conversations and putting it into the chat group for the ones of you that Steve refuses to include, and then I'll relay your messages to the group.
Well, everyone's in there except for one they joined and left and joined and left.
Was that Carlito?
No. I'll tell you later. But
okay.
Hashtag left out. Yes.
Yeah, man, I am in no way about to tell you how to set up your stuff, but I know that other people push exclusivity on theirs where you have to be a certain tier member to get certain benefits. With yours, it's just like any tier gets it, which is awesome because that's really like the coolest part of it is just how linked up the whole Burke fam is. So there's got to be a way.
I want to look into it. I'm going to do some research and I'm going to figure it out because we got to get two new people added. Got to get them added for sure. I slept on something that's killing children for so long. I'm so glad I picked this up right away.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely, man. This is already a stronger story starting than something. I really, really love something that's killing the children, and I know that the secondary market is all over it. But out of Tynan's indie stuff, it is literally the weakest one. It's a great. I mean that's still a high bar. You know what I'm saying? Like none of them are below an 8. It
has the least writing in it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Like story wise, like it takes all 15 first issues to create like I don't know if you translate it into television to create like 3 episodes of a show. There's just the pacing works great. Like I was able to read the first 2 trades of it. Like that was my introduction to reading it was through I just trade read the first 2, which was fantastic. Couldn't put it down. But now that I've been reading it, like as it comes out monthly, I'm like, okay, next issue. But like Department of Truth is just packed with information. It's packed with story content. It's completely intriguing from cover to cover. And that's how this first issue of Nice House was, just cover to cover, just jam packed. And yeah. And it's weird because like the Eisner Award stuff that came out, Tynan hit it and Department of Truth made it. If you look at ads for Nice House, it's like from the writer of Department of Truth and Batman. Like from a literary standpoint, they don't really push something is killing the children. They don't really, I guess if you're trying to get people to read stuff, they're not like, read this too. They're telling people to check out Department of Truth for a good example of it.
I did. Yes. I think we're gone about 30 minutes longer than I thought we were going to. Honestly, Mark and I would just talk. We just kept talking. Any other stories or anything else you want to say about yourself? Maybe about
I'm 5'10". I have blue eyes. I enjoy long walks on the beach.
Sandals every day.
Flip flops, huge difference.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm a flip flop guy. Unless I'm at work or court, flip flops for me.
Work or court, it's flip flops.
Mm-hmm.
Shorts too, right?
Say what?
Shorts too.
Yeah, this is Augusta. You don't wear pants in Augusta.
Here's a big question. Do you wear cargo shorts?
At work, I do.
Do you wear jorts?
No, that's a DJ Lynx thing.
Amazing. Panda as well. Panda is a big jorts guy.
Jorts fan? Yeah. I'm not Canadian. That's just too much denim.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for episode 2 of Meet the Berkfam. We'll be back next week with Panda for episode 3. Get to know Adrian Panda Awesome 316. Before we leave, I do want to say thank you again to tonight's sponsor, Comic Book _pressing on IG. Protect your comic book investment for as little as $12 by using Eric from Comic Book _pressing on Instagram. And make sure you use my promo code at BERK54 to get free shipping back to you in your first order. Thank you also to the channel members in the family tier. We got Flash, $67.92, Collectibles Lounge, Adrian Panda Awesome 316, Porter's Hide, Nick's Kicks and Comics, Blue Hellion Comics, Cardboard Crazies, Small Town Collectibles, Legion of Comics, who's here with us tonight, Warlord, Jonathan Michael, Remy Q Studios, Jade Kuros, Chip Gittler, Slaughtered Up 503, DJ Links, Kidrano Prince, Deep Dive Comics, Comic Book Poser, and Actual Dracula. Thank you guys for in the family tier. In the friend tier, we got new guy, Adrian APM, and we got a new friend tier member tonight. It is Carlito Classico. Thank you, sir, for being in the friend tier. And lots of awesome people in the supporter tier as well, including a new member, TM Nerdy. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We had a great time. Thank you also to the 616comics.com for sponsoring the monthly Berk Box. Make sure you check out the 616comics.com for all of your exclusive variant needs and all of your comic book needs. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We had a great time. I'm Steve from Berkfam 54 Comics. That's Mark from Legion of Comics. And
we are Legion.